C. Marshall, Magruder, and Rockville meet today on It's Academic. Hello, everybody. I'm Hillary Howard. Welcome to It's Academic, the world's longest-running TV quiz show produced by Altman Productions in association with David M. Rubenstein Productions and WETA.
Support for It's Academic has been provided by the following: George Mason University. All together different.
Call us different.
Different in where we come from,
Where we're going,
and how we think.
but the same in our dreams for tomorrow.
Driven by the pull of possibility.
To inspire,
To think fearlessly. To protect and to heal the planet. We know the world will change.
together.
We will be the ones to change it.
Call Mason different. All
Together different.
Hi there. We are so happy you've joined us for the fourth playoff game of the season. All of these teams are good, having made it through the first round, so we're excited to see what you bring today. Guys, we begin with a fast start, as we always do. Questions are 10 points up or down. First team to buzz in gets to answer. Answers end in IC. These questions may be a bit icky, as all your answers must end in the letters IC, as in optic. This is a poetic metrical unit linked to pentameter. Yes, Rockville. Yes. Also called milk acid. This compound is an alpha. Yes, Magruder.
Lactic.
Lactic. Yeah. This adjective describes tranquility in the preamble to Magruder.
Pacific.
No, domestic. Article 1, Section 8 of the U.S. Constitution.
Elastic.
Rockville. Elastic is right. This is the largest ocean.
Seven.
Magruder. Yes. This is the alphabet used in Russia. Magruder.
Six.
Answer. Yeah, this element with atomic number 22 is a deadly poison. Rockville.
Arsenic.
Yes. AX squared plus BX plus C equals
Quadratic.
0. Yes, Rockville. A foreign official here enjoys this type of immunity from certain laws.
Diplomatic.
Magruder, yeah. This ancient philosophy taught indifference to pain.
Stoicism.
Magruder, stoic. Very good. Nice job, and that does it for another very fast start. Let's look at the scores. George C. Marshall, 100 points, Magruder, 130 points, and Rockville, 150 points. Last time you guys were here, we heard all about what hobbies you have, what amazing things you're doing. So this time we'll just take simple introductions, and we begin with George C. Marshall and Tim. Hi, Tim.
Hello, my name is Tim.
And just give me your age, how many years you've been doing this, you know.
I'm 17 and this is my first year on It's Academic.
Well, we're very happy to have you. Charlotte.
Hi, I'm Charlotte. I'm 17, and I've been doing It's Academic for a year and a half.
All right, wonderful. We have some questions for you, George C. Marshall. It's the mix and match round. And in this round, questions are worth 20 points, nothing off for a wrong answer. A slimmer line. You can increase your point total if you find here the hidden name of what legendary magician who performed his magic at King Arthur's court.
Merlin.
Yeah. Low morale, hidden assets, high spirits. You would most appropriately associate which of these with someone who is exuberant?
High spirits.
Yes. Modern tea. Instead of having tea, please rearrange the letters in this anagram to name what cathedral on the Ile de la Cité in Paris.
Notre Dame.
Yeah. A wild pig. To drill a hole. Here you have clues to a homonym. What two words that sound the same but are spelled differently?
Bore and bore.
Yeah, that's it. Mossbacks, mugwumps, muckrakers. Which of these terms describe 19th century Republicans who deserted their party to support Grover Cleveland?
Muckrakers.
No, mugwumps. Icicles of marble. The poet Lord Byron wrote this description of what limestone formations that develop on the roofs or floors of caves.
Stalactites.
Yeah, that's it. And that does it for George C. Marshall and Mix and Match, 200 points. Now over to Magruder. Kobe, tell us about yourself.
Hi, my name's Kobe Benton. I'm still a 16-year-old junior at Magruder, and I've been doing It's Academic for 2 years now.
Awesome. Henry.
Hi, my name's Henry, and I am a 18-year-old senior, and this is my 4th year of doing It's Academic.
And that's wonderful. Love to see that consistency over the years. Hi, Agostia.
Hello, I'm Agostia. I'm 17-year-old senior at Magruder High School, and this is also my 4th year in It's Academic.
All right, guys. Stop and ask. Instead of asking questions, see if you can find hidden here what popular black and white bear-like animal native to China.
The panda.
Yeah. Pernicious, serene, venerable. Something that is deadly or destructive can best be described by which of these adjectives?
Pernicious.
Correct. Lemon ache. Get rid of this ache by arranging the letters in this phrase to name what small lizard whose skin changes color to reflect its environment.
Chameleon.
Yes. A measure of time belonging to us. You're looking at clues to a homonym. What 2 words that sound alike but are spelled differently?
Hour.
Yeah. Caspian Sea, Sea of Marmara, North Sea. When poet John Masefield wrote, "I must go down to the sea again," the closest sea to his home in England was which of these?
North Sea.
The North Sea.
North Sea is right. If we can see the horizon, we want to know what is beyond. These are the words of what astronaut, the second man to walk on the moon?
Buzz Aldrin.
Nicely done, Magruder, 250 points. To Rockville, home of the Rams. Hey, Jameson, what should we know about you?
I'm Jameson. I'm a 17-year-old senior at Rockville, and I've been doing ITSAT for a year now.
All right, good to have you. Alan.
Hi, Hillary.
Hey.
I'm an 18-year-old senior at Rockville High School, and this is my 4th year doing It's Academic.
Woo, and Daniel.
Yeah, my name's Daniel. I've been doing It's Academic for 3 years now, and I'm 17 years old.
All right, guys, here we go. I'd like to forget my age. Go to a diner. Before you go out, see if you can find in this sentence what amphibian who plays a major role in The Wind in the Willows.
Toad.
Yeah. Hello, ouch, farewell. Which of these words is usually used as a salutation?
Hello.
Hello. Rib gel. If you rearrange the letters here, you can name what small rodent often kept as a pet.
Gerbil. Yeah. Gerbil.
That's it. Your ocular organ, first person singular. Here you have clues to a homonym, what 2 words that sound alike but are spelled differently.
Eye.
Eye, yeah. Finger, spine, elbow. Which of these body parts names a group of lakes in New York State?
Finger.
Yeah, the beautiful Finger Lakes. Liberty and union, now and forever, one and inseparable. This phrase, coined by Daniel Webster in 1850, is the official motto of what Great Plain state whose capital is Bismarck?
North Dakota.
North Dakota.
North Dakota.
North Dakota is right. Nicely done. Rockville, 270 points. That is it for Mix and Match. Picture Perfect Round is next.
I'm David Rubenstein. From the Kennedy Center and the National Archives to the Lincoln Memorial and the Washington Monument, I've been pleased to support many important organizations and historic sites linked to American history, art, culture, education, and more. I believe giving back to our country isn't just an idea, it's an action, a patriotic action that involves all of us. And it begins with education and learning about our nation's past so that we, the people, can make a more perfect union for the future. We can do it together. Please read, learn, get involved, and make a difference.
It is time for the Picture Perfect round. In this round, questions are worth 20 points up or down. First team to buzz in gets to answer, as you know. Here we go. Since sesame seeds were once believed to have magic powers, the phrase "open sesame" enabled what Arabian Nights hero to enter? Magruder. Answer. 3,
Sinbad?
2. No, Alibaba. It's beige, my color. This was the excited remark of a U.S. designer on first sighting what hills in Athens where the Parthenon is located. Rockville.
Acropolis?
Acropolis is right. Rainbows are frequently seen at Victoria Falls, which straddles the border between Zimbabwe, Rockville.
Zambia?
Zambia it is. What is the area of this square, Rockville? Answer. 3, 2, 1. It is 200. Its gloomy name has not prevented. Pardon me?
Great Dismal Swamp.
Yeah, you've got it. Though he usually was found behind his camera.
Grady?
Yeah, very good, Magruder. Which of these 3 compounds is produced when calcium metal reacts with water? Magruder.
Second one.
The second option?
Correct. This is an artist's 1854 depiction of what Missouri city known as the Magruder?
St. Louis?
Correct. And that does it for our picture perfect round. Let's check out the scores. George C. Marshall, 200, Magruder, 320, and Rockville, 280 points. So let's get an idea of what some of these students are up to these days. We begin with George C. Marshall. Hey, Tim, what are your plans this spring and summer? Anything interesting?
This summer I plan to swim on my neighborhood swim team.
Cool. And what's your favorite relay?
200 IM relay.
Nice, nice. Are you fast?
Yes.
All right. No equivocation there. Charlotte.
Hello. This summer I have an internship with local government.
All right, great. Well, that's always good. Support local government. Hiya, Kobe.
I guess this summer I'll just relax, summer before senior year, just relax.
Well, that's good because clearly you've been working hard. Yeah, I like that. Henry.
I'm planning on taking a class trip to the Galapagos in Ecuador in the spring break.
Oh, how fabulous. You'll share pictures, right?
Definitely.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Have a lot of fun. Learn
Thank
a
you.
lot.
I will.
Agustia.
I'm hoping to complete my private pilot certification this summer.
Wow. How many hours does that take, or how many months?
If I have the time, I can get it done in about a month and a half, about 40 hours of flight time.
That's really something. Were you scared the first time you got behind those controls?
Not quite. I've been looking forward to it for a long time.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'd be terrified. Over to Rockville. Hello, Jameson.
I think this summer I'm gonna be going to Hawaii, which I'm excited about. I want to go fishing. That's probably the most thing I'm the most excited about.
Beautiful. Have a lot of fun there. Alan.
I'm not gonna do much. Probably just gonna play tennis and spend time with friends and family.
That's always a nice thing to do. Summer's cool to just, hang with the folks you like and enjoy it. Daniel.
Yeah, I think that I'm going to just settle in and relax before university in this fall.
All right. Well, you know what? While we are here, I think we should meet your coaches and the people who support you, and we'll begin with Marshall.
Today we have Ms. Campbell, who is our club sponsor, and Mr. Schwarm, our director of student activities.
Beautiful. Magruder?
Today we have our coach and biggest supporter, Mr. Sanders, and then we also have our principal that took the trip down.
Great. And Rockville?
Today we have 2 of our coaches, Dr. Goodrich and Mike, our B team member, Rebecca, in the back, and 2 of our alumni who came to watch us, Greg and Jack.
All right. A round of applause for all of these coaches and administrators. And now we can get back to the business of asking questions in the packet round. Dun, da, da, dung. Marshall, you answer questions first. Magruder, you get to choose which packet they'll answer questions from.
We're going to give them packet number 2.
Packet number 2. Questions are worth 20 points, nothing off for a wrong answer. If you get all of them right, 25-point bonus. Here we go, Marshall. A lovebird's ability to rotate its head faster than any other vertebrate is of interest to designers of what kind of unmanned aerial vehicles, such as the Holy Stone, Stealthbird, or Reaper?
Drone?
Yeah, that's it. The steel framework for the Statue of Liberty was built by what same French engineer who designed the famous Paris Tower that bears his name?
Eiffel.
Yeah. After Germany's defeat in World War I, Kaiser Wilhelm fled to what lowlands country to which the Pilgrims had fled before sailing to America?
Netherlands.
That's it. Here's your science question. Ohms, volts, amperes. The rate of flow of electrons through a wire is measured in which of these units?
Volts?
It's amperes. In 1792, George Washington signed the first bill admitting a new state to the Union, and it was what New England state where the Green Mountain Boys had fought in the Revolutionary War?
Vermont?
Yes. You may have second thoughts about mountain climbing after reading Into Thin Air by what author? Answer is John Krakauer. Here's your math question. Evaluate this expression, giving your answer as a positive integer.
18.
Correct. Among America's few five-star generals was what World War II hero later fired by President Truman during the Korean War?
MacArthur?
That is right. Nicely done, Marshall. 320 points. Magruder, you're up. Rockville, pick a packet, 1 or 3.
3.
3. When a girl named Arachne challenged the goddess Athena to a weaving contest, Athena punished her insolence by changing her into what small 8-legged creature?
A spider.
Yes. In Roman numerals, the number 1000 is represented by what 13th letter of the English alphabet?
M.
M is right. What king of France, known as the Sun King, kept on his toes by dancing ballet and also introduced high heels to the world of fashion? I need his number.
Louis XIV.
Correct. Here's your science question. During one day of revolution in its orbit, the Earth moves approximately how many degrees?
What is
1.
1 is right.
That's good.
Dating back to the year 1502, a Spanish phrase that means rich coast has been used to name what Central American country whose capital is San Jose?
Costa Rica.
Yeah. A benevolent monarchy forms the ideal government in what imaginary country that titles a major work by Sir Thomas More?
Safe.
Utopia.
Utopia it is. Here's your math question. Evaluate this expression for x equals 4.
0.
0 is right. George Washington himself approved the death sentence for what British Army major hanged for conspiring with Benedict Arnold to gain control of West Point?
Say.
John Andres?
You are right. Nice job. You have a 25-point bonus, Magruder. 505 points. Good job, guys. Packet number 1 for Rockville. Practicing penmanship for hours each day later came in handy for what American who made the first and largest signature on the Declaration of Independence?
Hancock.
Yeah, John Hancock. The phrase "as good as gold" comes from the Charles Dickens story, A Christmas Carol, where Dickens used it to describe what tiny son of Bob Cratchit?
Tim.
Tim.
Tiny Tim.
Tim.
Yeah, it is Tiny Tim. Because of the many fossils found there, the nickname Dinosaur Valley has been given to an area south of what capital of Argentina?
Buenos Aires.
Yes, here's your science question. Alpha rays, beta rays, gamma rays. Which of these rays emitted from a radioactive substance is negatively charged?
Beta.
Beta rays.
That's it. The fate of Quebec became plain in 1759 when the English defeated the French on what plains with a biblical name?
Plains of Abraham.
You've got it. Cooks used flour and eggs, but what trio used Eye of Newton, Toad of Frog to cook up trouble in Shakespeare's Macbeth?
3 witches.
The 3 witches.
Yeah, it's the witches. Here's your math question. Evaluate this expression, giving your answer as a positive integer.
1.
1's right. A hieroglyphic message found in Guatemala indicates that a protracted war once raged among members of what Indian tribal group centered in the Yucatan Peninsula?
The Mayan.
The Maya is right. Another 25-point bonus for Rockville. Well done, guys. We have a lot of action ahead because it is the grab bag. Stay where you are.
Hello, I'm David Rubenstein. Did you know that Edwin Booth, whose brother John Wilkes Booth assassinated Abraham Lincoln, had earlier saved the life of Abraham Lincoln's son Robert when Robert accidentally fell onto train tracks in 1864? I'm David Rubenstein, reminding you to read, learn, get involved, and make a difference.
It is time for the grab bag round. Woo! Before we begin, let's recap the scores. George C. Marshall, 320. Magruder, 505. Rockville, 465 points. So in this round, questions are worth 20 points up or down. Once again, the first team to buzz in gets to answer. I think you're going to be fast. Here we go. The only one of the Great Lakes entirely within the borders of Rockville? Michigan is right. It's believed that a Blackfoot chief named Two Guns White Calf posed for the profile used on... Right, it is the Nickel Rockville, nice. If you were threatened by a cobra, what mongoose, who titles Magruder? Answer. 3.
Ricky Tikki Tavi.
You've got it on your screens. This is what man who served as Abraham Lincoln's Secretary of Rockville? Answer.
Stanton.
Stanton it is, Secretary of War. One of the first people to fly an airplane in Australia was what American magician and escape artist?
Harry Houdini.
Magruder, yes, Harry Houdini. A yellow flag was once placed on houses where a sick person was under what sort of confinement? Whose? Rockville? Yes, it is. What is the sum of the integers from 18 to 22? Magruder?
Got it.
Answer?
80.
No, 100. 18 to 22 inclusive on your screens. Itty-bittium. This is the actual genus name of some itty-bitty creatures belonging to what phylum that includes snails, clams, Magruder?
Arthropods?
No mollusks. Though he met with U.S. troops under a flag of truce, what leader of the Seminoles was captured in 18 Rockville? Yeah, you're right. Though she never went to law school, what heroine from The Merchant of Venice disguised herself, Magruder?
Antonia?
No,
Portia.
Portia. Oh, you just got it. Did he get it? Okay, choice. The maximum number of electrons may be found in the M shell of an atom. Is it 8, 2, or 18, Rockville?
8.
No, 18 on your screens. Canada's Banff National Park, with its breathtaking scenery, is in what Canadian...
Alberta.
Yeah, Alberta is right. Nice, Magruder. What Polish-born composer who made Rockville? Answer. 3, 2, 1.
Chopin.
Oh, you just got it. The 1842 treaty that fixed the border between Canada and Maine was named for Daniel Webster and Rockville. Yes, you're correct. Geomagnetic imprinting enables what aquatic reptiles like loggerheads to Magruder?
Turtles.
Turtles, yes, on your screens. The average adult porcupine can be covered with how many quills? Magruder? Good guess here.
150?
No, 30,000, believe it or not. Almost 50 years after gold was discovered in California. Yukon. No, Klondike. We were going for K-initialed regions. Sorry, Rockville. The word bloodless is used to describe the 1688 to 89 revolution. Rockville?
Glorious Revolution?
We're looking for William and Mary. Sorry. The first American to win Europe's Hans Christian Andersen Award for book illustration was what author-illustrator of Where the Wild Things, Magruder? Yeah. Author Anna Green, and that does it. That's the end of the game. We're going to tally up these scores and be back in just a moment.
I'm David Rubenstein, and I believe giving back is something we all can do. Many students are getting involved in their communities in important ways. I've asked them to share with us how they're making a difference.
Hi, I'm Grace, and I'm a senior at Sandy Spring Friends School. For 3 years, I've been a clerk of my school's Heart and Paw Club. We've organized supply drives for local animal shelters, educated about the importance of adopting rather than buying a pet, and partnered with a shelter to set up adoption events at my school. It's been so rewarding to see the impact of my work. After we got some dogs adopted at a school event, more people started asking me how to get in contact with the organization, which motivated me to keep spreading the word. Community service has given me opportunities to take action on issues that are important to me, meet new people, and make lasting connections.
Like these students, you too can help improve the lives of so many people by volunteering in your town and community. Please read, learn, get involved, and make a difference.
The scores are now official. We begin with George C. Marshall High School, home of the statesman from Falls Church. Tim and Charlotte, 320 points. And only doing it with 2, which deserves an extra round of applause. From Derwood, Maryland, Magruder High School, home of the Colonels, Kobe Henry Agostya, 525 points, taking that 25-point bonus. Impressive performance, guys. Coming back for the semifinals, Rockville High School from Rockville, Maryland, Jamison Allen Daniel, 545 points. Also taking that bonus. Good job, guys. That does it for us today. We are so happy that you were with us. I'm Hillary Howard. See you next time. And remember, everybody, it's academic. Bye.
Support for It's Academic has been provided by the following: George Mason University. All together different.
Call us different.
Different in where we come from,
Where we're going,
and how we think.
but the same in our dreams for tomorrow.
Driven by the pull of possibility.
To inspire,
To think fearlessly. To protect and to heal the planet. We know the world will change.
together.
We will be the ones to change it.
Call Mason different. All
Together different.